guys got to let us know, how did Poop Dollar come up?
Dude, it was actually, I stole that from my buddy, Kyle Walsh, Goons. What's up,
Shout
man?
out to Kyle.
Kyle.
He did it in college. And he told me about it, and I'm like, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, that's genius.
Yeah. And then we just put it in, I think, the first episode, right?
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, but you've actually done it to someone
yeah.
live and nice on the street.
What kind of poop are we usually using?
There's a lot of poop dollars here in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's like watching somebody catch a Hail Mary. Like you see it coming and you're just
A
like,
lot of fans of the show here in San Francisco.
yes.
Do we have to explain what the poop dollar is? Is like you just roll up a
I
third
think
in a dollar?
Webster's put it in last year with...
It's pretty
It's
self-explanatory.
the same year that Swag made the dictionary.
Poop dollar
Poop dollar made it.
Yes. Yeah, we were in. We finally made it.
Segue. Nice segue. You guys are telemarketers in the show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you aware that there's another telemarketer with a past in this room?
What?
Yeah.
You?
And it's crazy because as fellow telemarketers, you know that you're reading an already preset.
Yes.
I was the worst
I was also bad.
telemarketer in the fucking world.
Yeah.
I was slinging. Yeah.
Yep.
Fine.
Already making it sound
Yep.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I was slinging surveys for Obamacare.
Yeah. I was doing like political stuff too. It was gnarly. You know who's really good at it?
Adam.
No surprise.
Yeah.
We actually did it in real life.
Yeah, I did it for years. I started when I was 16, and then I did it till I was like almost 20. And
He drove a Porsche in high school.
no, I was making I worked for the Marriott actually.
Full circle.
I was working for them selling vacation packages over the phone, and I was so good. I was like the number 2 guy in the company, and I only had to work 3 hours a day, and I was clearing 10 grand a month, and I was like 19 years old, and I told my mom, I'm like, I don't think I'm actually going to move, because I was living in Orange County. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to move to Hollywood and try to make it as an actor. I think I'm just going to be a telemarketer.
I got
I'm
a
making
pretty
so
good
much,
gig.
I've got a good gig. And she's like, move to LA.
please.
Do not do this for the rest of your life.
This is like Wolf on Wall Street and Penny
Yeah,
Stock. It's just
over.
like, I think I hit the jackpot
I think
here.
I know what I'm doing here.
You were feeling yourself for
And
sure.
they gave us a Top Gun hat if you sold 3 packages in a day.
How big was that?
Oh, you felt so good. And then
Absolutely.
and you would get one every time you would have. So I rock like 4 hats on top of my head.
Yeah.
That made the show
just to
too.
let them know.
I was like scared to get good because then you do get comfortable and you would meet people who were way older than you that were like
Oh,
the
they're the only ones
OGs.
answering. They're the only ones answering.
Yeah.
And they have the funniest political takes.
Yeah. I was
you meet
like,
characters.
I was like calling for like Greenpeace and being like, we're down to 1 whale. Okay.
Yeah.
We need your money now.
Save the whale.
And if you could do like a monthly thing,
We'll get up to 2 or 3 whales.
we might find some more whales.
Trav was up against a very difficult task. He was doing Obama surveys in Southern Ohio.
Dang.
Northern Kentucky, the surrounding states,
Yeah.
the tri-area
Generally everything
there,
that's red on-
southeastern Indiana.
Yeah.
I can't
that's a rough
imagine.
gig.
Yeah.
That's a rough
Big
gig.
swing boats.
I ran out of the comments every call I was on. Yeah. I also realized what my dad would always say, and he used to make us do like yard work or like clean around the house, and like he used to tell me, it was like I would see him at the end and he would be like, you better get paid by the hour. And I realized when I had my first job ever as a telemarketer that I was getting paid by the hour, and I was like the bottom of the charts.
Right.
In terms of how many calls and surveys I was getting in. I was like, man, I am low on this list. If this was competitive to me,
I made it to the other room. They were like, you should come in here. The people, it's based like the show. Like some of our other characters were just like insane people.
Yeah.
And it's real.
Yeah, our extras on Workaholics were,
Legendary.
We ended up giving most of them lines because they were such characters.
Yeah.
Like Jet Set.
Yeah,
and,
Jet Set
and,
Hudson.
Homegirl.
Yes.
And Homegirl.
Yeah.
Homegirl.
And Ghost Man.
Oh my God,
We had
Ghost
some,
Man.
We had some fun characters.
69 man.
69 Man.
69 man.
Mm-hmm.
It got to the point where I would just call and I wouldn't say anything if they answered.
You just breathe it?
Yeah. Because you want to
I
take
just
time.
hear it. Yeah, you need the time, and I just need to
Yes.
call.
Yes.
And it's automated. So as soon as you hang up,
Shitty.
it
I'm just
dials
shitty-
again.
Shitty employee. All right, It was a shitty time in my life. I just got kicked out of school, Jason.
Yes,
all right.
yep,
I was
fair
dealing
enough.
with some demons.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What is the worst job you guys have ever had?
Worst job?
That.
That?
Just to go ahead. Mine was that. Go ahead.
I loved working there, but there were bad parts about working at a butcher shop that had parts of it that I didn't
Smell?
love.
Gross,
Yeah, kind of
dude.
like smell and
Most
like
of the stains.
dealing with corpses and blood and stuff. But I did love
No,
that
that's
job.
the part that you love.
Yeah, no,
I love corpses and blood. That rules. But
Actually, Mom,
just dealing with the people that wanted the flank steak. That was
I'll
a
be
nightmare.
working overtime.
You just have a Dexter shed in your backyard. It's like, what's with all the plastic? Honey, what's going on?
Shout out to Fritz's.
Mine was, I worked at a service deli, and so I had to climb at the end of the night. This is how they tricked me into being this guy. They're like, well, you're the smallest, so you're the only one that could fit inside the rotisserie chicken machine. So they made me crawl inside with a wool,
The entire machine.
Steel wool.
with a steel wool, and just scrub the machine.
Wow.
And I just reeked every night
Yeah.
coming home.
Yeah,
Is that
so
why
I-
you eat rotisserie chickens all the time now?
Yeah. You love
a
them.
lot of people, the smell, you know, if someone works at McDonald's, they'll
Oh,
never eat McDonald's again.
Yeah.
It had the opposite effect on me. Right. I eat so
Just
much
drive past the
rotisserie
Boston
chicken.
market, you're like, I need
You know,
it.
hey, there's
Daddy,
not
no.
enough. There's not enough Boston markets, dude.
Yeah.
All
Bring 'em
I love
back.
a good BM.
Bring it back.
Boston Market.
BM. Drop a BM on them.
Sometimes you got to just drop a BM.
Sometimes you got to drop what you're doing and BM.
Boston Market.
Boston market.
Boston
what?
Market.
And they can use that.
I don't know why. That's weird.
They
Yeah,
can
you
use
guys can
that.
have that.
Mhm.
Perfect.
A hot
If
steaming
the
BM.
CEO of Boston Market is watching, you guys can use that. So
Did you guys actually live in the house?
we did. We
Yeah.
We heard the
did.
rumor, but you guys actually lived in that house.
We and Kyle Newacek, who was our director, we all lived in the house for like, I want to say like 5 years or something.
Yeah, 5 years.
Mhm.
And when we got Workaholics, we sort of shopped around for locations because they're like, well, you're not going to shoot at your house, right? But we're like, well, if we do shoot at our house, does that mean you pay our rent? And they're like, yes. And we're like, we're shooting at the house.
Genius.
I didn't live there. I lived with my girlfriend, now
Lucky.
wife. And I was like, I got to get up earlier. I'm not getting my rent paid. Like, they would get up when the crew would be like, Adam, we're going to film in your room. All right, let me just take a
They
shower
would
real quick.
slide the
I'm like on the
sides,
freeway. I'm like, God damn it.
which are like your lines under
is
the
crazy.
door, under your bedroom door in the morning, and you would like be in your boxer shorts, eating the craft services that they've set up in the morning.
Right. And then also you didn't have to do dishes because it's a hot set. So you're like, don't touch the dishes
Yeah.
because that's continuity.
Right, gross. And that's
It
when you
used to
got
be disgusting.
rats.
We did get
So
rats.
many rats.
We
There
did.
were so many
We had
rats.
tons of rats. It
Leave
was-
those pizzas there.
And like massive too. I remember
Huge
my
rat.
girlfriend. I was dating a girl that
You
lived
get a
out of
little,
state.
little barn cat?
we had
call.
snakes.
Great call. They did not.
I was dating a girl that lived out of state, and she came to visit, and we were in bed at night, and
Get 'em.
it was pretty sick. And I
were in
heard
bed
a
at
rat crawl under my door, and you
Ooh.
hear,
Hmm.
and she goes, "What's that?" And I go, "It's an old house." And she's like, "What?" And I was like, the floorboards are settling. And she's like, "Okay." And then I felt it go on the bed and climb up, and then I go,
Smelled that rotisserie chicken.
and I kick my leg. I'm always sweating rotisserie chicken
Dude,
juice.
that's such a good call.
I'm leaking. And I kick the rat. It goes and lands. And she's like, "What was that?" And I kick my leg. And I'm like, "Oh, I have restless leg syndrome."
Restless
okay.
leg syndrome.
And then the next
Too
morning,
real.
there's like rat shit all over my room, and I'm like,
I
just go to the bathroom.
I do
go,
little
"Those
shit
are-"
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I take tiny
Oreo
little poops.
crumbs.
tight little
This girl
boobs.
was not buying it, by the way. She's like, bro, just say it's a fucking rat.
Yeah, no, I take tiny little poops and scatter them all over my room. It's fine.
I crumble my poops.
It's
Yeah.
a medical condition.
Yeah.
I don't want you
Don't
to
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm
Don't
out of
shame me
here.
for that.
It's not a rat. It's just my tiny poops that I
Yeah,
place
yeah.
all
Yeah.
over the.
She's like,
I
that's
just first it throughout the
worse.
room to mark my territory.
So it's not rats though.
Will you marry me? Will you move here for me?
Durners is married to
no.
his then girlfriend.
Yeah.
Adam, she's not his girlfriend anymore.
Yeah.
Never
Surprisingly,
did marry
that one didn't work out.
I can't do this, man. This is fucking so good. All
Um,
right. So it's been 10 years since we got Where would the show be if it was still going now? Like, what would be the future?
Pretty sad. Yeah, when I knew that the show was over, it was Durs pitched in the last season a Paw Patrol joke.
You blamed it.
Yeah.
And Paw Patrol, for those that don't know, is a children's cartoon for like 2-year-olds.
Yep.
And
Good show.
And I didn't have kids. So I was like, I think we're done, right? Like the show's for college.
So
kids.
this
I'm trying to build on it. I'm like, no, that's
me.
good.
Yeah,
And then we
Blake
could
had
do
kids
bubble
too.
guppies.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Blake has kids too, and he's
Yeah.
like, "That's actually really funny." And I'm like, what are we doing here, guys?
Let's call it a day.
And now Adam has a kid
Yeah, now
and
Paw
cannot
Patrol.
shut up. He's like, you'll love this. The other morning, my kid was like, Dad? And I'm like,
Yeah, I tell the
they
worst
start
stories.
talking.
I tell the worst stories now. Like I took him aside. I'm like, yeah, he said, Dada, I miss you. Oh man, that hurts. And he's like, shut up. It's like, I've been dealing with this shit for a decade. You're
just wait till they don't miss you.
Yeah.
That's when it
Are
matters.
you okay?
Daddy, stay at the
we'll
Super
save that
Bowl.
for the next episode.
Remember this bit that we used to do on the set of Workaholics?
Ow, that was the middle of my dick. Ow, that was the middle of it. Because the bottom's down here. That's the middle of it.
You would oh gosh, right in the middle of my dick. Ow, gosh, you got the base slash middle of it.
Yeah, I remember
Just
it.
where it
I remember
That's
it.
a fun bit.
Just where it started. They didn't play it with
The
me. I don't
producers
know
are like,
why.
so we
Yeah,
cut that out. That
No, on
gets
the
cut
show I
out.
had a shrimp dick, if you recall.
Yeah, on the show.
On the show.
What's the dumbest thing you bought with your first Hollywood paycheck?
Should we talk about what we all bought in one weekend?
We all went out and bought brand new cars.
Yes.
Which we
The
were
same car?
No, very
the
different.
perfect,
Wildly
the
different.
cars that you think each of us would get.
I got a Camaro Super Sport
Get 'em.
convertible,
Okay.
midnight blue, baby.
I got a Volvo sedan,
Nice.
also midnight blue.
Car seats.
Okay,
And I got an American flag wrapped Jeep Wrangler.
with an eagle on
With
the
a
hood.
bald eagle on the hood.
And Blake's always the one that's like, was like, man, I hate, we're going to get out and I'm going to get recognized because he's got the hair and everything. But he's also the one with the hair and the American flag Jeep. And he's just like, I'm getting recognized all over the place.
How do they see me coming?
Meanwhile, I'm like driving past like high schools, making eye contact with kids, being like, do you recognize me? And I was like, no. Nope.
Please
Why
don't
is this
stop the
creep-
music. No.
From Pitch Perfect, that movie that you watched, and like, we don't recognize you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I think we had just found out we were getting. We hadn't even aired, but the network had seen it and liked it, and they said we're gonna start paying you guys to write season 2 because we believe in this. And my wife was going out of town for something for the weekend, and I was like, I'm gonna go buy a car. And then you guys were like, you bought a new car, and then you went and
Me
bought a
too,
new
then.
car, and you got a new car, and then we rolled up.
I got in a car accident 20 minutes after buying that new car.
Yeah.
I was doing a show with
Funny.
with Tom Segura, and we were doing a bar
Shout
show
out to Tommy.
in San Clemente, and I'm driving down there, like a piece of wood just flew off the back of a truck, and I just drove right into it, and my car kept driving, so I'm like,
We're fine.
yeah, it's probably bounced right off. And
Hollywood.
then I get there, and I was telling Tom I got this new car, and he's like, "Oh, let's go check." He's a car guy. He's like, "Let's go check it out." And then I turn the lights on, and he goes, "Holy shit, man!" It's like the front end is just mangled, like the front right light is just
Is this
hanging
a
on.
used vehicle?
Yeah, you get a deal on this?
Yeah. All right. We're done.
Okay.
But
All right. Wait, what a way to end
what do you
it.
guys?
That went
No, we
long.
gotta ask, we gotta ask one more before you guys get out of here. Welcome to Hollywood moment.
Welcome to Hollywood. Blake starts.
I mean, does it care?
Doesn't even do the bit.
I'll leave it. The middle.
Yeah,
The middle.
yeah.
Middle of the day.
Yeah.
Doesn't even start.
I don't know. Well, it wasn't in Hollywood. It was at Bonnaroo. We were like side stage for like Lil Wayne, and it was just like, what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah.
Should we get Cash Money tattoos or what? Because I'm in. I'm in.
I think that, I mean, I hate to piggyback, but I remember after the first episode aired, I went into a Starbucks and the person was like, "Oh shit, I watched that episode last night." And people in the Starbucks knew me, and I'm like, do I get that coffee for free? And they're like, no, it's $11 or however much Starbucks. No, I think that was the first time that we were like, oh my God, this is crazy. Was Bonnaroo 2011? and they had to get. No one knew who we were, like the security or whatever, but all the kids did. And so they were like, I think the Bonnaroo person was like, we have to give you guys security now.
Wow.
We don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You need
Or why this
security
is
to walk
happening.
around here, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
My welcome to Hollywood moment was in 7th grade.
Oh, do tell.
I think I know.
They filmed the movie Rookie of the Year at my middle
that's right.
school.
That's true.
Are you
Yes.
kidding me?
The greatest movie.
I did a little background work in the cafeteria, and the drama teacher recommended me to be in this scene that they filmed at Wrigley Field. So
Oh my gosh.
it's like, I don't know what month, but it's cold as hell in Chicago. Wrigley Field's like shut down, but we're filming this scene for the movie. And the only place that's warm are like the bathrooms. So we're in the bathrooms on like folding chairs, sitting there for like 8 hours a day, waiting to film this scene where I've got like a line. Where like one kid's, the
old
whole
green
concept
room.
was like, I know him from this. And like, I had math classes with him. And then like the littlest kid has like some long laundry list of like, he's my cousin's, my uncle's, whatever. And we all go,
Funny.
super funny.
Classic.
Yeah.
Kind of an uneven movie without it. But we sat there for 4 days. And then they were like, we're not going to film that scene. And I was like,
But his background acting is
dude, you should see me.
Incredible.
He's got
But I
like
bought a Trek Antelope 830 with that money.
There you go.
So let's say I was
There you
cruising
go.
in
Nice,
style.
dude. Nice, dude.
Whatever happened to Rowan Gardner's elbow?
I think they need to make a
Legend
sequel.
has it. They should definitely do a sequel. A football
Ron
sequel?
Gardner?
The best. And so full circle moment, Daniel Stern, who directed that movie and acted in that movie, did our movie Game Over Man, was on Workaholics, and
We're
was
big
like
Daniel
the
Stern
best.
fans. Yeah,
He's the
that's
best.
He rocks.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's fucking awesome.
What is next for the trio of you?
Well, we are doing another show together. If they
We're developing
they
currently.
pick
Oh,
it up.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What is the concept?
Ooh.
Can we talk about it?
are we-
I don't think we can.
Okay.
No, we
I
can't
don't think
talk
we
about
can.
Jason.
It
But
was
but
so
it's
nice
Marvel.
having you guys.
But it is Marvel. But it is
Can't wait
Marvel.
to see it, dude.
But we're the new Black Panther.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. It's a weird, because you know how they like switch, they like race switches and like gender swaps. Like we are the new Black
We're
Panthers.
the new Black Panthers. So
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes,
Yeah, that's it.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's all we got.
You guys, do your thing.
Hey, thanks to our sponsor, Hill's Pet Nutrition.
Yes, as athletes, we know what it's like to perform under pressure. You train hard, you prepare, you give everything you got.
But here's the thing, being a pet parent, well, that's a whole different kind of pressure.
You want to show up for your pet the way they show up for you every single day. That unconditional love they give, you just want to match that energy. I get it.
No doubt. But between training, family, work, life, it's a lot to juggle.
That's where Hills comes in. Hills science-led nutrition helps you give more love than humanly possible.
Their formulas are designed to support your pet's health, so you can focus on what matters, those moments of connection, playtime, and making memories together.
Because you're only human, there's Hills.
Find the right food at hillspet.com/science knows more. Thank you to our sponsor, Allstate.
Checking Allstate first could save you hundreds on car insurance. That's smart.
Not checking the grill if it's been cleaned since the fall.
Not smart. Not smart. The first nice day of spring hits and you've got to spend hours scrubbing. But it's fine. We can just eat at midnight. Not a big deal, right?
It is a big deal, Trav, and that's why checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that can save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi, thank you to Blake Anderson, Anders Holm, and Adam Devine.
Dude, those guys, they literally just took over the fucking podcast. That shit was so good, man.
When they got chemistry like that, you just kind of let them go.
You just got to let them go. I was sitting there as viewers were just enjoying that fucking madness.
One bit of a cleanup, even though the Workaholics said they had nothing to promote, their podcast, This Is Important, is on the iHeart Podcast Network and can be found wherever you find your podcasts.
Definitely got to check that out, man. Those dudes are fucking hilarious.
Again, this conversation was brought to you by Liquid IV.
That's right. Last thing before we wrap, let's take a look at the New Heights times Reese's Bracket Challenge standings.
Ooh, I'm in Hawaii, Brandon. You got to do it.
What's up, boys? Jason, I hope you're enjoying Hawaii. I hope you're having just, like the best time. I hope you're having the best time. Don't worry about me. I'll just be here alone, working on the show. It's fine. Hope you're having a great time. Travis, I don't know where you are. You never tell me. So I hope you're having a great time too. Anyways, let's check in on the New Heights Reese's Bracket Challenge. We have got a leader in the men's bracket, Lee Collier. Lee Collier, you are currently our number one standing bracket. You do have Florida as your champion, so that's going to be short-lived, brother. Sorry about that. We do have a two-way tie for second place with Josh Dupree and Jordan Tipton. In the women's side of things, we have Nick Sterling. You are our number one bracket right now. We have an 8-way tie for second, so things are very much up in the air as they usually are after the first week of the tournament. Internally here, the New Heights team, Jason is our head in the men's brackets. Myself, I am ahead in the women's bracket. I am tied with Deanna, our researcher. But what you guys want to know about is who's in last place, because that is who is probably going to be getting some form of punishment. Right now, last place for the men, we have Chris Selzer, we're at a team, and we have Aaron Lorick, one of our producers. They are rounding out the bottom of the brackets for the men. On the women's side of things, did not expect this, but it's sad to see. Rounding out the bottom two of our women's bracket, we have a gentleman by the name of Travis Kelce, who is tied with a familiar name, Aaron Lorick, also at the bottom of our women's bracket. Aaron does not know ball. Aaron Lorick does not know ball. That is officially on record here at the New Heights show. Punishments, you guys send in a lot of great ones. We're going to run through these pretty quick. A lot of you want us to spend a lot of time in a Waffle House or an IHOP eating pancakes for 24 hours, which I don't know if that caught us in a mood, but everybody seemed to kind of like that one. We also got a lot of people saying somebody needs to be covered in mayo. Not really a shocker. There was one member of the team who did not want to do that. We also got a lot of people saying we should go hobby horsing, which we might even do that regardless. So hobby horsing's out there. We also had an idea somebody should wear Jason's King Triton outfit in public, which is grosser than it sounds because I know he has not washed that. Anyways, that is the Reese's New Heights bracket update. Thank you, everybody, for participating. I think we got a couple thousand brackets entered. I'm glad all of you are having a great time. I know we're all rooting for, the Cinderella of the tournament right now, my beautiful Texas Longhorns. Just a small university, just scrappy underdogs, doing our best. Nobody believed in us. Just a university that's just...
Brandon, quick question. Sorry.
Sure.
Since you're wearing your Texas shirt, you had them winning in the round of 32, right? Since you're doing so well in your bracket?
Yeah, sure. No, I definitely had Texas women going very far. So fuck off, Jake. All right, that is it for the Reese's New Heights bracket update. We'll see you guys all next week with more.
He didn't have...
At the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards, Taylor Swift was joined by Travis Kelce for a night that quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the year. Held at the Dolby Theater on March 26th, the event saw Taylor dominate the stage, walking away with 7 awards, including Pop Album of the Year for The Life of Showgirl. Taking the stage in a pale green, showgirl-inspired outfit featuring a corset bodice and velvet miniskirt, Taylor delivered a heartfelt speech that instantly went viral. She credited her fans for inspiring the album's energy, then added a deeply personal note. Smiling toward the audience, she shared that the project feels happy, confident, and free because that's how she feels every day, thanks to her fiancé, who was watching from the crowd. The moment struck a chord with fans everywhere, especially as cameras captured Travis's proud reaction. The night also marked a milestone for the couple, as it was one of their most high-profile appearances together at an awards show since their relationship began in 2023. Their love story famously started when Travis attended Taylor's era's tour stop at Arrowhead Stadium, hoping to give her a friendship bracelet with his number on it. Although he didn't get the chance to meet her that night due to her pre-show routine, the story didn't end there. Taylor later recalled the moment with humor, comparing it to a scene from an 80s romantic movie where someone stands outside with a boombox hoping to win someone over. Not long after, the two connected and quietly began dating that summer. They kept things private at first, taking time to build their relationship away from the public eye before making it official in September 2023 when Taylor attended one of Travis's games. Since then, their relationship has continued to grow, marked by mutual support and shared success. From Travis's achievements on the field to Taylor's record-breaking music era, they've consistently shown up for each other. As Travis once explained in an interview, their relationship is simply about having fun and supporting one another, despite the intense public attention. By the time Taylor accepted her awards that night, it was clear their story had become something bigger than headlines. A partnership rooted in genuine connection, now playing out on one of the world's biggest stages.